Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, come at you guys with another beautiful market watch for you guys today on Friday. I want to first tell you guys thank you so much for all the comments and discussion on my last video, not just the market watch, but my ban list prediction video. I really enjoyed talking to every single person there, and I mean it. So it was really awesome. Go check that out if you haven't already. We've got cards that you need to look at right now and why, and we even have buyouts that I've called like usual, as well as a correction, because you guys know if I get something wrong, unlike some other people where they think it's hate or this or that, I actually like to say thank you for the correction. Now I can correct myself, and hey, it's more discussion. That's how I always see it. So we're going to get right into this here. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. We're so close to, I think, like 5,500, which is kind of insane, honestly. The goal for this year is about 6,000 to 6,500. So subscribe if you haven't already. 40% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. I thought it was 28 last time I checked. Now it's 40. So go ahead, do that, and hit that notification bell as well. You don't want to miss uploads and cards to grab, not just for investments, but if you're a player and you want to be prepared for the meta, especially with Yummy, you're going to want to grab some of the cards I mentioned. Hit that like button. Thank you to my YouTube channel members. Consider being one, and we're going to get right into it here. So Mulcharmy Purulia here. CRs are about $44 going up to $48. A lot of people are scared that this is going to be a platinum rare as well as the other rarities in Stampede, and I have to say I fully understand. That's why this card is so low. However, people still want it to play, and you're probably thinking, okay, so why is it not higher? A lot of people think they're saving money by coming over here and getting the ultra rare, which is $30. I actually went over the secret rare as well in my last video, and the secret was about $37 as well. So you do have kind of like a middle type of rarity here. As you guys see here, the secrets, yeah, like 37 on the dot, right? Going up to 40 here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if you have the ultras from Maiden Masters, definitely sell them and go ahead and grab yourself the CR. However, if you need them to play but you're still worried that, hey, can this get the plat? What should I do? Hey, Saki, I know the right call is this, but I'm still worried. Hey, no problem. Sometimes money is pretty hard to read, right? And we all make some bad calls. Here's what I would do if you're a little hesitant on this card. I would personally keep an eye on the CR, and once we get Stampede, the second we get Stampede, a lot of people are going to be like, either that card's there and you guys know what's going to happen, or if it's not there, people aren't going to immediately think, oh, we should pick up the CR because it's not getting printed in all 7 rarities. They're probably going to forget. Maybe they'll remember a day or two later, but not you, right? You'll remember. And the CRs are actually very well priced at 40. I actually really love this price. I think it's very good. Gladiator Beast Retiari. Now, this is a CR that is going to continue to fall. And I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to want to be there for the dip, right? Just like the stock market last week, right? That shit crashed like a motherfucker. $13 for your Retiaris here. It goes up to about 15 for your CRs. But as you see here, there's someone has 5, someone has 14 copies. This is a card where the rares were 20-something dollars and the secrets were to the moon. And we don't even want to talk about first edition from Crossroads of Chaos. Now, I'm telling you guys that this is a very good card to get for, as you guys know, Edison. However, I'm not telling you guys to grab it right now. This card is free falling like crazy. Yeah, you could get 13, but another card that was an amazing reprint. Now, granted, it is not being played in Edison, but is being played in redo format, a format that we're going to talk about later on here. Spellbook of Fate. We had ultis going up from like $70, $80, right? 60, 50, 40. So when we got the reprint of this card, as well as we had Ultra Spellbook of Fate ultras at about $30, 25, 35. A lot of people expected the CR to be a lot of money. When I dropped to 15, I said it's not that bad, but I see it going down even further to 8 to 10. And while I was right, though I don't talk about this card often, a year ago it was about $6, and I said, wow, yeah, I'm not shocked. And the card's demand has actually further gone down. It is a $3 to $4 card here, which is insane to me. It's very insane. So what I would probably do here is I would say, hey, Gladiator Beast Retiari could do the same thing. While I'm not saying, I don't think this card is going to drop as crazy as Spellbook of Fate, but this card could drop all the way down to say maybe $8, $9, right? It could even drop further, 7, 6, but sometimes you can't always catch the furthest dip. Let's say a card is, like, let's use this card. It's $13 right now. Oh, wow, Saki Cell dropped to 8, 9. Okay, cool, I'll grab it. And you grab it at $8, $9, right? Let's say $9, right? And then it drops all the way to 7, right? But then later on, it can rebound up to that 15, 20, all that. You still got it, and you still got it well. You just didn't wait till that crazy dip. And that's understandable. This card could go 8, 9, but it could also not go to 6, 7. So it's something that I would personally keep an eye out on. Remember, Maze of Masters has only been out for about a week and a half, I think now. 2 weeks, not even. So this set is still kind of in develop and getting opened like crazy. So keep an eye out on this card here. Spellbook of Fate CRs, by the way, yeah, these are $3. It's not a bad pickup. However, for redo format, I actually took a look at these ultis. And remember, this ulti, I guess I really wish that we could go further on and maybe see a 5-year on TCG player for their graph. But your ultis right now are $8 for unlimited. I'm telling you right now, a lot of older players who are playing redo format are going to want to grab the ulti. The ulti also looks way better. It's going to be considered max rarity. Yeah, the CR can go up to this, but unlimited ultis being this cheap are pretty good. Let's check out first edition. Because first edition, yeah, about 17. Okay, you know, going up to 20. Not bad. Not bad for your first editions here. You're still winning on your unlimiteds, though. You really are. I mean, you're getting, you know, multiple here. Not bad at all. Definitely a card that I would be looking into. Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden. A lot of people are already in their heads thinking why I'm going to tell you to grab this card. That is not the reason. The reason I'm telling you to grab this card is because it is a Link 1 that can also be used because of the equipping effect and all that in Yummy. A lot of players are testing this out. It's seeing play in the OCG for not just Yummy but other things. A lot of people are underestimating Artemis here, QC. This card got bought out one time, and believe it or not, I think that was kind of the reason we see that spike, and then it fell all the way back down to about $7, $12. The way this card is getting bought out by the time this video is up, because I have to unfortunately record it a lot earlier Thursday. I'm recording this right now at about 6 on a Thursday. Usually I record day of or later at night, so you guys kind of get that market watch content fresh. No Jay. Speaking of, shouts to Jay, he just had me on a collab. Go check it out. But yeah, this is a card you're going to want to get for Yummy. This card is already going to double on the first page. So I don't know what y'all are doing. Get this card before it skyrockets here. We do also have the Magistus support. I don't know if it came out or not. I don't think it has. Just because I know that we did have it announced, but I'm not sure if we got it yet. Winged Dragon of Raw QC. We already went over this, so I'm not going to waste a lot of your guys' time here. QCs are $85, and then the Platinums, which I said were pretty good at $3, $4, are $12. We're now at the point where Bonanza is getting the Plat buyouts. We also see stuff like Slifer the Sky Dragon, right? Which is a card we saw at 30. I said, guys, the same thing with Slifer is going to happen to a Slifer and Obelisk. Go check it out. 77 on the QC. Platinums are 9s. You've got Obelisk QCs. Again, these were like 25, 30, 75 to 80. Plats, hey, same thing, $8 here. And I did call it. And guys, if it's always a lot of information you want to look back on, remember the sponsor of today's video, well, not today's video, but sponsor of the channel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch News. I always link it as either the pinned comment, the top of the description, or both, where you guys could check out the site. And once you click that link, you get this graph where you can also look at the numbers here on your cards and be like, oh, I can keep track of it in one nice little place. And when you click one of these, which this is a card I added accidentally, so we're going to click that, so I technically added it in the Market Watch. Not only does it bring it to you, the fresh listing, but it uses my affiliate link for TCG Player, because if you buy anything off TCG Player, you use my affiliate link down in the description below, which you don't have to just check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Market News for that. You could also just check out the pure affiliate link, which is down there. You get, you know, you help out, support the channel to no additional cost to you. So when you go to purchase stuff, nothing goes up. You just use the link. Right now, these are like $10, by the way. Not too bad here. So really awesome. Go check out. You can also make your own as well. Go check out Whatnot. Use my link for $5. For $15 on your next purchase. They have Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards there, Pokemon, and other awesome stuff. And it helps support the channel, and you get $15 to purchase stuff. And they have a lot of awesome cards like, you know, QC Artemis and other really, really awesome stuff. Gravekeeper Spy. This is another reason why I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch News, is sometimes you could kind of keep track once it updates on these cards. I told people to get that the QCs were low. 13, 14, go grab them, because Gravekeepers is a beloved archetype. And then I looked at the plats and I said, well, QC's at 13, 14, which we can see right here. They were 13, right? This is a 3-month graph. This is earlier February, right? Not even a month ago. And I said, hey, the plats at $1 are really good, because QC at 13, plat at $1, that's less than 10%, good enough, because you guys should be getting these plats when they're less than 15%. And when this card got bought out, I said, hey, you should definitely more so get the plats even further. Well, right now, what are the plats at, right? 2s. So you doubled it so far, but this shipping is getting it closer to 3. We have a lot of single digits. The second page, you know, we've got it going kind of crazy here. Yeah, pretty crazy. $3-4 there. It goes up and up. You can still get some at $1 or $2 if you did get this card. Good job. Nekroz Brionac. This is the next call that I have for you guys. So if you're kind of like, wow, I kind of wish I got those in on Gravekeeper Spy. Oh, well, hey, we can't win them all. And sometimes you disagree with me, which, again, I love criticism. In fact, if you got this far into the video, I want to ask something here, all right? I really, really do. I want to ask you guys to let me know in the comment section below. What are some improvements that you'd like to see with the channel? If you guys have none and you guys like it, completely fine. Also, let me know what cards I'm going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below. You know, I always love it seeing you guys comment, you know, cards, hey, this got out, go check it out. But I always love to hear criticism, you know, it helps people become better, and I do love my community, and I have a really great community, right? So let me know. Brionac QCs are 38.40. We're getting that Nekroz support, and your boy is playing it. I cannot wait. Now, the Platinums here, I looked over it, and they're $1. So you're telling me we have QCs at 36, and then Plats at $1. You guys know what I'm about to say here. This is free money. Easily a $5 card once we get that support. Let's say you get 5, 6, like 2 playsets. Again, this is not financial advice. It's all for entertainment purposes. Let's say you get 6 copies, right? It goes up to 5. That's a 5x. Hey, 30 bones, as Jay likes to say. Nah, I'm not gonna copy his lingo, but I always like Fresh Jay's lingo. It always like makes me giggle. I don't know why. But man, if you guys don't know Jay, by the way, go check him out. You know, amazing friend. I'm gonna have him on the channel again soon. So yeah. Sangan here, QC. Want to look at this as well? $24, going up to $42, $50, $70 here. Card is going up as well. We're actually going to take a look at the plat and see what this is doing as well. The plat is already moving. Yeah, $1, $3 here. Not shocked. Deck Devastation Virus QC. These are going up to $40. I actually need these for Edison. So, yeah, I actually have a new build of Vayu Turbo. I'm not running the QC. I actually kind of want to run, like, a common. I don't want to run the plat either because, like, in fact, I actually want to look at the other versions. Yeah, we got the plat here at... What's the plat at? Because I know a lot of people are going to want the plat. The dollars are good here. Let's look at a version I probably want to grab. So that's either Champion Pack 5, DR Supers... Oh, and the ulti looks gorgeous. Man, that is a nice looking ulti. The Comic Collection ultras aren't that bad either, but... in fact, wait, was that Flaming Eternity Super? Oh, Super. Okay, I want to look at all of these real quick. So, Deck Devastation Champion Pack. These are $4 here, $5. Champion Pack's very rare. People really like these. I actually like this as a clean rare personally. You do have the Dark Revelation copies, though. Oh, these are money. $25 here for your Super. Going up to about 50. Man, this is actually a version I might like. If this card was maybe 15, I would like it. But the fact that it's 25 for a copy and then I can't even finish my set, yeah, this card is bought out. Unfortunate for me. Ultis. Now, I know that I'm not touching this. But yeah, you got a near met 250, a light play first set for 400. Honestly, that can eat a dick. And I mean that. That can eat a dick. Oh, very nice. This was very nice. I can't even tell if this is ulti or not. That's wild. But okay. Yeah, and you got a lot of sales here for, like, the modish play versions. I'll be honest with you here. If I'm spending hundreds of dollars and the card can't even come in a good condition, I don't blame people for selling it. Obviously, cards are worth the money they are because of scarcity, rarity, pull rates, etc., usability. But I just probably would just rather get a cheaper version. Like, you got the Flaming Eternity Supers here. Let's see what these are at. $4. Awesome. Going up to $8, $9. You know what? That's not bad. What are first editions at, though? 17. 10 going up to 15, that's not bad. I also like cards with the original text, guys. If you don't know, when you get QCs and Platinums and you use them in Edison, obviously you could use them, and there's a funny little gag of, oh, it just pisses Edison players off because you say, oh, I have max rarity, and you summon a QC card. It's just a little ongoing joke that a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh community is laughing about right now, including me. And I have to say one thing, though. The one good thing about running these older cards is that you get the older text. I'm going to tell you guys something that I goofed up on, actually. Sangan here, I was actually running a newer version of Sangan. We did not have... I don't know why, but I guess I just didn't have a high rarity Sangan, so I had high rarity, max rarity for a lot, but I ended up running a Legendary Duelist Ultra of this for like $1, and I got pretty upset because I actually kept forgetting about the old Sangan of how it goes when it goes to grave. You get, you know, a search, you could sync with it, etc. And I actually lost a match because of that misplay. And if I had the older version, you know, it helps me remember, and it might help you learn too. It's easier for the text as well, so just keep that in mind here for that card. Jinzo QC is bought out at 75. We already kind of know that, but the plats are also going up to 12, 15. So if you guys want these plats, go get them. I always was a big fan of getting the plats because when the QCs were getting bought the first time to these prices, and they were getting to these prices, I was like, you know what? Just get the plat for like 5% of that, not even 3%, 4%, and just be happy. And now you're up like 5x, 6x on these plats. And they were also a lower investment because, guys, yes, you can buy, let's say, a $50 card. Let's say you know it's going to go up. And you buy, say, 3, right? And it goes up to 150. Yeah, obviously you're gaining, or it goes up to 100, right? So you get like 150 profit. Okay, great, right? Not including taxes or whatever you moved it for, trade it for other stuff, etc. That's great, right? But you still had to spend 150. Maybe you had to wait a little bit. That's a lot of money you could spend on other cards, right? While as some of these lower ones, you're like, you know, I could get like a set for $6. You don't really got to worry about, because we're all adults. We have bills, we have this, we have that. We have to choose where our money goes, right? Or if we want to put it in like, you know, retirement, stocks, etc. You know, makes perfect sense, right? So sometimes when you look at these expensive cards, you're like, yeah, I can make 150, but do I have to wait? You know, is it as secure as this? When you get these platinums for like, say, $6 for a set, it's really low investment. You don't got to worry about it. And then you look back and, you know, technically you made obviously more if you got that $50 card. But if these are, say, $12, you spent 2 each on them, you made 10, you 6 extra money, you know, and you didn't have to worry about it too much. So it's just something to keep in mind there. Heavy QCs are 96. I actually have one, so I'm very happy. I have a singular copy. Platinums are 13, but you have, light plays for 4s. Oh, not bad. I bet that seller's offline. But hey, if it's not, y'all know what to do. Wind up rabbit here. Also, if you guys haven't smashed that like button, smash that like button, please. I love it when I get 100 likes on a video. The last market watch, I think, got 85. That's pretty sick. So go ahead, hit that like button. So wind-ups are going up, and I originally thought, it's because maybe there are people who have insider information. They think wind-up carrier is gonna come back, right? And that very well could have been a reason, but that wasn't the correct reason. The reason is because redo format is actually getting very popular, which is, I guess I understand why Abyss Rising isn't included in there, but I would have loved if Abyss Rising was included. But then I guess it does shift a lot. But because of that, people are looking at windups. They're like, yeah, you know, we could play it. It's really fun. You've got these cards. If we generate up here, that's like the one thing I gotta steal from Fresh, because cleaning this up is like, finally. You got one here for 11, 16, 20, 25, going up to 40s for near mint light plays. You don't have a lot of copies of this. Generation Force supers. These are 8, 10, 18. Insane. I always told people to get this when it was $1, and if you did, good job. Wind up rat, same thing. Light play near mints are... Wow. Oh, wow. I'm glad I have my personal wind up stuff. That's all I gotta say. But hey, that happens when Konami doesn't want to reprint cards, right? Like, they hate wind up so much that, like, I always tell people this. Like, yeah, they maybe got a few reprints at the time. Like, wind ups were meta relevant, so they put a super in the tins, right? But really, once they were done with windups, it's been over 10 years. They just haven't want to reprint them in the TCG. They don't want to touch anything on the ban list, according to them. Nothing. It is pretty wild. But yeah, redo format. People want to play it. People want to play windups, and now you're spending an arm and leg for these cards. In my personal opinion, not worth it. But hey, we'll keep an eye out and see. I'll tell you this. We still have Magician with just a rare at $2 there. And then you have Sharks here at about cents. So, like, if you really want to buy it, maybe you get the Sharks at pennies and you call it a day. In fact, if we put first edition, yeah, 16 listings, not bueno here. But it's not, $2. It's not going to break the wallet if you want them. I have OGs, but that's just because I was like, yeah, if the OGs and the unlimiteds cost the same price, I might as well get the OGs. And they still technically do. White binder here. A lot of this CR is on the listings 44, 48, going up to 55, 56. You've got the red ransoms at 30. Now, this card has a lot more listings than the white binder. I think it's because people prefer white binder. I think she looks hotter as well. I really love the artwork on Maliss, man. A lot of people are saying that this card is going to get banned. And again, I gave my ban list prediction video. I'm going to point it out at the end, one of these end cards, so go check it out. I told people my thoughts on what I think about Maliss. You're going to have to go check it out there. Red Ransom here at 30, going up to 30. I really kind of wish they made them all QC. I really, really do. But you know what? Crossover Breakers did such a good job. I'm fine with it. Not going to complain. Then Malice Hardened Cryptors, 27. Very cheap for a CR. I kind of like it because sometimes I'll just get the boss monster high rarity and I won't max rarity the deck. I'll just get the boss monster only. QCs are 100 here, but they do go up to 132, 200. So not bad. I talked about this card being 100 and being a good pickup. Don't get it at 150, 200, get it at 100. Well, here it's at 100, and now it's doing that rebound. You do have a set, though, from Gigabytes Cafe. That's a very cool name. I don't really sell it at all, by the way, but that's a cool name, Gigabytes Cafe. So, with that being said, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Check out our affiliates in the description below, including our Discord. We have a pop-in Discord. Check out not only my Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist prediction, by the way. You see that thumbnail? I absolutely love it. And the most recent Market Watch, if you haven't checked out, it's still chock full of awesome information. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.